Problem solving involves creative thinking, trying to figure out new ways to approach an old issue. And by problem solving, we learn how to tackle more than one thing. Now, the fun part's gonna begin. This is what we were trying to address in the courtyard, the space in the courtyard. What are we going to do with this space? We planted plants and the squirrels ate them, or the sun burned them. So we realized our problem was, what can we do with this space that can endure the elements of the weather? I'm going to give you each some tape, so you wrap it around your area, and we're going to stand up and we're going to take this out to the courtyard. Are we ready? When you're ready with your section, stand up. Okay, just circle around the fountain. So all you have to do is ask questions. Ask questions about what they're thinking. Ask questions about what they're feeling. All right, now would you want to kind of line up those corners with the corners you see here on the floor? Everybody find a corner. And then if you don't have a corner, stand in the middle of a corner. Okay, hold on to the string. Hold on to the string. Wrap it around his string. Okay, now it's going to get real tricky too. Now we got to have some teamwork. Thing is, we ran out of string yesterday, so these corners didn't get tied. So we only have half of these strings tied. Yesterday we did over, under, over, under. Okay, and what happens is it slides. This time when we go, we're going to go around the thread before we move, and you're just going to go around each thread. You got to make it tight. I think we need 2 people at a time to be doing this. You can hand it to each other. Oh, you don't have any more string? Okay, that's okay. Ask questions. Where have you seen this before? What do you think you can do with what you've learned? And they make those connections for you. Go under the next, over one, under the next one, good. Keep going that way. It's okay, it's all right. You guys are doing great. This is art or science. Okay, this isn't a competition, this is a collaboration. We're working together. How is this group of lines that we created, this web, similar to a grid, and how is it different from a grid? Where have you seen these kinds of systems of lines before? This morning, we are going to create the final step of our canopy outside. Now, if you see a 4th grader sometime today, you make sure you give them a big thank you, because they helped finish the string web out there, okay? Hold your hand like this. Okay, now go down and up. And down and up. Now this is how you're going to move the ribbon through the string. You might want to tie it on there. That might not be a bad idea. You're going to go in and out and in. All right?
How do I do it?
Just tie it on. Go to the, yeah. Bless you. You have to raise your arms. Don't pull it down. Okay? That looks pretty good. Yes. Go across your empty spaces. You're trying to fill in the empty spaces. They have created this huge canopy cover that can lead them into new ideas and new thinking in their future. How's it looking?
Really good.
Good. That space again, pull out there. Okay. Stretch it all the way out so we can start filling up these spaces. Wow, this is really getting filled in. Very good. You know, he's very observant out here. You want this one or not?
Can I have another one?
I think we're good.
When I see all your eyes, I'll know that you're listening and that you can hear me. Oh, is this fantastic?
Yeah.
It's beautiful underneath here, and I want to know what you've been thinking while you're working on this today.
It's like a house we're building.
Like a house we're building. Sarah, like we're spiders making a web.
Cool.
Cavemen swinging.
Actually, I just feel really warm under this thing.
Yeah, I heard you made a comment about the wind. What did you notice about the wind?
It barely comes through since it's really covered.
I really liked that one student said, it feels like we're underground and these are the roots. That was a great abstract thought process that happened.
That's pretty cool. Steven? Woo!
Imagine if one of us was on top of that.
Imagine! A magic carpet. Well, Mia said magic carpet just as it started to move.
I thought originally it was to protect from the heat that we created it, but it was really a beautiful way of seeing the wind. Yeah. Art is empowering to children because they recognize that there are problems ahead and they recognize that they can think their way through it and it can have a really beautiful outcome. Actually, the canopy is a great example of how art connects other thoughts and ideas. I mean, just looking at it and seeing all the strings attached and moving around, it's a great metaphor for how the brain makes connections. And art acts that way too, in a very non-threatening environment.
Boys and girls, I think it's time for us to raise the canopy. Leaders, we have to stand on the chairs that are positioned at these ropes. We're going to take it off of the hook and slide it around the hook to raise it. And then I guess you're going to try to tie it. Good.
Once we pull a few of them, they all...
Yeah, they all you're good. Looks like you're good. All right, everybody, round of applause.
I feel confident that it's making a positive difference.